ton of prototypes which are faster in certain sections, certainly down the straightaways. How do you deal with that? How do you manage the race when you got that many faster cars coming around your ears all of the time?
Yeah, it's like Jonathan said earlier, you know, it's a constant chess game. You have to kind of know and get the feel of what's happening around you. There's some very good drivers, obviously, in Daytona prototypes and in GTs, and then there's some guys that don't have quite that experience, and they're not used to maybe dealing with a slower car like us on a straightaway. So you kind of get a feel for what's going on around you and who's in the car, and you know, once again, you try to do the right decisions and try to keep the car out of trouble for 24 hours. It gets a little tough sometimes, but it's a good experience for everyone.
Okay, let's go down to the final member of our team here, Joe Foster. He's also won, it was back then, it was in the Coney Series, he was also a champion in Grand Am competition. And Joe, the team's really come a long ways. They had its first win last year with the 41 car. You've got some new team members on board. You're really trying to bolster the troops here in terms of having a championship charge for this season. How are things looking?
Well, we certainly learned a lot. Last year was our first year as a two-car team, and our fourth year sort of involved with the class. And we're still learning. We're sort of a medium-sized team now. We're not a big team. We got a new car that we built in the off-season with a lot of support from Phil and everybody at Speed Source, and it's running great. And we're obviously all working our best to try to optimize what we have, and we're looking forward to, at least at the moment, it looks like a race amongst each other. But certainly, we would like to get near the front as well.
We've got a new chassis this year on the 40 car, so things are looking a little bit stronger in that neck of the woods. I know she was a little bit tired last year, and Flexi Flyer, as you called it.
Yeah, the car was wonderful in the rain because it was very flexible, and it's really doing a great job on the show car circuit as we speak. But we're very lucky and blessed to debut a new car at the Homestead Test Days last year, and it does feel a lot different. It's a whole new car.
Still certainly has to do it. Kevin Buckler brings many cars to the racetrack, but talk about when you're driving the car and you're behind the scenes as well. How do you delegate? How do you turn your mind off of being in a team manager or an organizational type role to actually just driving the car?
Well, certainly, and Phil is living that dream with me as well, trying to keep the wheels on the machine once we're away from the track. And I admit, driving-wise, it's actually, I think, maybe even better, because it's the only place I have any peace and quiet, to be honest, is in the car.
Okay, gentlemen, we need to wrap things